3 lives, scattered across continents, connected by a single thread of time. A military strategist who shaped the fate of nations. A digital entrepreneur who turned social media into an empire. And a rising football phenomenon whose speed electrifies stadiums across Europe. They've never met. They walk completely different paths. Yet something invisible binds them together. What secrets does this date hold? What cosmic coincidence chose May the 12th to bring these extraordinary souls into existence? Today, we unravel the mystery of 3 birthdays, 3 destinies, and the strange Vasilije Adžić was born in the year 2006, in Montenegro, a small nation cradled by the Adriatic Sea and the rugged peaks of the Dinaric Alps. It is a land of breathtaking beauty, where ancient monasteries stand watch over emerald rivers, and where the dreams of young boys often take shape on dusty football pitches carved into mountain villages. From his earliest years, Adžić displayed a remarkable gift. There was something different about the way he moved with the ball at his feet, a natural elegance that coaches and scouts could not ignore. While other children his age were still learning the fundamentals, he was already demonstrating the vision and technical ability of players far beyond his years. His journey through youth football in Montenegro was nothing short of exceptional. He rose quickly through the ranks, catching the attention of clubs across Europe who understood that talent like his emerges only once in a generation. The young Montenegrin possessed that rare combination of creativity, composure, and courage that separates the merely good from the truly special. For a country with a population smaller than many European cities, producing a footballer of genuine international caliber is no small achievement. Montenegro gained independence only in 2006, the very year Adžić was born. In many ways, his story mirrors that of his young nation, both finding their identity on the world stage, both determined to prove that greatness knows no boundaries of size or circumstance. The path of a professional footballer is never easy. It demands sacrifice, resilience, and an unwavering belief in oneself even when the odds seem insurmountable. For every player who reaches the summit, countless others fall away, their dreams dissolving into memory. Yet Adžić has continued to climb, driven by an inner fire that burns as brightly as the Montenegrin sun. His style of play carries echoes of the great playmakers who came before him, those artists of the game who understood that football is more than mere competition. It is expression. It is passion given physical form. When Adžić takes the ball and surveys the pitch before him, one senses the weight of possibility, the anticipation of something beautiful about to unfold. Today, at just 20 years of age, Vasilije Adžić stands at the threshold of what promises to be an extraordinary career. The boy from Montenegro has already traveled further than most dare to dream, yet his journey is only beginning. In the years to come, the football world will watch with wonder as he writes the next chapters of his remarkable story. In the vast frozen landscapes of Canada, where winter winds sweep across countless outdoor rinks and the crack of a puck against the boards echoes through small-town arenas, a young athlete has been quietly carving his path toward greatness. This is the story of Zach Benson, a name that is steadily becoming synonymous with the next generation of Canadian hockey excellence. Born in 2005, Zach Benson entered the world during an era when the sport of ice hockey was evolving at an unprecedented pace. Speed, skill, and hockey intelligence were beginning to outweigh mere physical dominance, and it was into this changing landscape that a future star would emerge. From his earliest years on the ice, there was something unmistakably different about the way Zach moved, the way he read the play unfolding before him, the way he seemed to exist one step ahead of everyone else on the rink. While other children his age were still mastering the basics, he was already developing an intuitive understanding of the game that would later define his playing style. As he progressed through the ranks of minor hockey, coaches and scouts began to take notice. Here was a player who combined technical brilliance with an almost supernatural ability to create scoring opportunities, both for himself and for his teammates. His vision on the ice was extraordinary, his passes threading through defenders with surgical precision. The journey from promising youth player to recognized talent is never straightforward. It demands sacrifice, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to improvement. For Zach Benson, every early morning practice, every grueling training session, every moment of self-doubt overcome became another building block in the foundation of his emerging career. What sets him apart is not merely his physical abilities, impressive as they are. It is his dedication to the craft, his hunger to learn, and his deep respect for the traditions of Canadian hockey that have shaped generations of world-class players before him. He carries with him the dreams of every young player who has ever laced up their skates on a frozen pond at dawn. Now, at just 21 years of age, Zach Benson stands at the threshold of what promises to be a remarkable career. The hockey world watches with anticipation, recognizing in him the qualities that define the sport's greatest ambassadors. In a nation where hockey is woven into the very fabric of cultural identity, Zach Benson represents something profound. He is the continuation of a legacy, the living proof that the passion ignited on backyard rinks still burns bright in the hearts of Canadian. Issa Kabore was born in the year 2001, in Bobo-Dioulasso, the second-largest city in Burkina Faso. A nation where football is not merely a sport, but a language spoken by millions, a dream shared across red dust pitches and crowded streets. And from those humble beginnings, a young boy would rise to carry the hopes of an entire country on his shoulders. Growing up in Burkina Faso, opportunities in professional football are rare. The infrastructure is limited, the pathway unclear, and the world's attention seldom falls on this landlocked West African nation. But talent, when it burns bright enough, finds a way to be seen. Kabore was that kind of talent. Quick, intelligent, relentless in his pursuit of the ball. He possessed something that coaches recognize immediately, that instinct, that fire that cannot be taught. His journey took him first to ASEC Mimosas in Côte d'Ivoire, the legendary academy that has produced some of Africa's finest players. It was here that European scouts began to take notice. And in 2019, Manchester City came calling. One of the wealthiest and most powerful clubs in world football saw something special in this teenager from Bobo-Dioulasso. But the path to the first team at such a club is never straightforward. Kabore was loaned out, sent to prove himself in different leagues, different countries. Mechelin in Belgium. Troyes in France. Olympique de Marseille, where he played in front of passionate crowds at the Velodrome. Each stop was a lesson. Each match, a chance to grow. He developed into a dynamic right-back, known for his blistering pace and tireless energy up and down the flank. On the international stage, Kabore became a symbol of pride for Burkina Faso. Wearing the jersey of Les Étalons, the Stallions, he represented a nation that has long punched above its weight in African football. His performances brought joy to fans back home, proof that their country could produce players capable of competing at the highest levels. Today, Issa Kabore stands at 24 years old, still in the prime of his career, still writing his story. He is part of a new generation of African footballers who are changing perceptions, breaking barriers, and inspiring countless young players across the continent. For every child kicking a ball in the streets of Ouagadougou or Bobo-Dioulasso, Kabore is living proof that dreams born in Burkina Faso can reach the grandest stages of world football. His journey is far from over, but already, it speaks to something timeless, the power of belief, the beauty of persistence, and the unbreakable bond between a player and his homeland. These three players remind us that football careers take many different paths. From Adzic's creative spark in Serbia to Benson's journey through the Canadian system, and Kabore's rise from Burkina Faso to European football, each story carries its own lessons about persistence and talent finding its way. Now we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell us which of these three players do you think will have the biggest impact on the game in the years ahead. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a like and subscribe so you never miss our next deep dive into the beautiful game. Thanks for watching,